What's up everyone, welcome back. So in this video I want to talk about setting up your environment. Probably one of the most frustrating things for me, at least when I was trying to figure out what was going wrong. But hopefully you guys don't go through the same frustrations as I did. So real quick, you can choose to use an emulator. I know there's like Genymotion and a few other platforms out there that have like Android emulators. For me, I just went ahead and I bought a phone. I actually went on backmarket.com and I just bought a used Nexus 6P, I think that's what it is. And because from what I understand, the functionality might be the same, but when you get down into the architecture, it's always going to be different because you're on a x86 or an x64 emulator versus an actual phone, which is runs off ARM, and that's pretty important to me. So I bought a Nexus 6P for under $100, and it was used, and it works completely fine. In terms of choosing a virtual machine, and some people don't even use virtual machines, they just use whatever Windows operating system they have. Me personally, I choose to run a virtual machine. I don't run Linux native on my hosts. There are a few cool VM platforms that you can use for mobile app pen testing, like there's MobXler, which I played around with earlier, but for simplicity's sake, I'm just going to use my Kali VM. This is what I'm used to, and you can get whatever you want off of through Kali. Now, before you pop open your Kali VM, like I have already here, you want to make sure that that your Kali VM is reachable. So what do I mean by that? When you're setting up your networking and your proxies, make sure that your Kali VM is the network adapter is set to bridged, not NAT. And that way your Kali VM gets its own unique IP address through your home router or whatever. And that way it's reachable to your phone. That set me back way longer than it should have, but yeah, I want to get into that. So once you're here, I already have it installed, but just do a apt-get install adb. Mine's already installed, so if you actually rooted your phone and you went through that process, you should be kind of familiar with adb by now, and if not, then there's plenty of videos out there. I won't get into that here. So after that, make sure that your device is connected like mine is. Let me pull this up so that you can see. There we go. Let me just make that smaller. Alright, so that's just going to hang out there. Let me rename this. You make sure that your device is connected. So plug it into the USB, like I did here, and it should come up like this. Now, when you plug it in to your USB, over here, make sure that this is set to USB for file transfer. A lot of the time when you plug it in, it'll just go to charge this device, and this won't come up for obvious reasons, because it's only using the power functionality. So make sure that you hit that transfer files, and that way you'll be able to see it right here. So installing certificates. So if you're familiar with web app pen testing, you understand that you want to be able to browse the web, you want to be able to proxy everything through burp, and I actually ran into a lot of issues with this, but I chose to run my phone on Android Oreo, which is 8. I think mine's 8.1, but Oreo is 8.0 and up. And if you know anything about Android devices, you'll know that starting with 7.0, so that's Nougat, however you pronounce it. Basically, anything after Marshmallow, you can't install user certificates anymore. So what this means is that you have to install your burp certificate as your root certificate, which is an added step and kind of a pain in the butt. But, you know, naturally, me being me, wanting to do things the hard way, I just decided to stick with Oreo. So once you have your device set up, you know, hopefully it's rooted and whatnot, pop open burp, and let's see. And I've already done this to make sure that, you know, it works here, but I will do this again just for clarity's sake. So start burp, open, wait for this guy to load, close. So now you're going to go to your proxy. And here, what you're going to do is you're going to go to options and import or export CA certificate. Okay? So then you're going to want to click export certificate in dir format. Hit next. And I'm just going to put this in the root documents folder. And I'm just going to call it whatever.dir. Okay, cool. So, whatever.dir. Certificate was successfully exported. Awesome. Alright. So now, this is important. And again, this is to get the root certificate installed on your Android. So you're going to run a few commands to convert the dir to the PEM format. So this is the first command, open SSL x509 inform dir in, and this is where you're going to put the certificate file and out, and then you can just do whatever new cert.pem. Okay, so now that that's done, you're going to type a similar command, open SSL x509 inform pem subject hash old in new cert.pem pipe head -1. Okay, so you're given this weird hash value. Okay, now this is important. So now you're going to rename the file to this hash value .o. So move new cert.pem, and let me just copy and paste this so I don't make any errors. .o. Awesome. So you should have this certificate, this file. Okay. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put it in the correct folder. So what you want to do is you want to move that cert to you want to run this command, adb push, and then whatever the cert name was, remember it was a .o, to the SD card folder. Okay, so once you do that, you should be able to just drop it into a shell, and then you're going to move that SD card to this path. System, actually I think I have to su system sc security ca certs. And here you're going to and I think mine was this guy right here. And generally speaking, it should be that same file. And you're just going to chmod 644. And then it's 9A5BA575.0, just like that. And that should change the permissions on that. And now, once you do that, you just hit exit, and then if you go to your Android phone and you go to, I think it's in their settings is the easiest way to get there. Trusted credentials right here. Click on trusted credentials, and you're going to see here, this is because I'm on a version of Android after Marshmallow, you're not going to see anything here. But down here, you go down to Portswigger, and there you go. Look, right there. That is the certificate that you have moved, and it's successful. Sometimes this might be toggled off, so make sure that it's on. And after that, it's as easy as setting up your proxy in Burp. So let's turn this off, and we're going to add a proxy, and let's go with this. Let's say 8081, and while I do this, and while I have this up, let me try to edit it. And you modify the network, advanced options, change the proxy to manual, and you're just gonna put it in there. 192.168.1.23, and the port was 8081. Hit save, and now it should proxy through that traffic. Let's see. So hit OK, have this on, and turn the intercept off. And let's go to, like, yep, as you can see, the traffic is already coming through. Let's go to Google, and there you go. And very similar to web application pen testing, now you are able to proxy traffic through your phone and into your computer, and you can start playing around with it. Well, I hope that was helpful for you guys. I appreciate it if it was confusing at all. But if you have any questions or comments, please let me know below. Otherwise, please don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.